Welcome into Hodges Fieldhouse for Game 2 of the doubleheader between the Tritons and the Warriors. I'm Randy Nielsen. I'm again joined by Rico Holland. Still sophomore night here for the Tritons. The women's team got a W. Now let's see if the men can do the same.
That was all good. Yeah, the women got a W the last time out. So let's see the Rise and repeat the same effort.
All right, so for just like the women's team, the men's team have 7 sophomores that are going to be honoring tonight. They're going to do that right before the game starts, so stay tuned for that. But obviously, the Tritons this year hasn't gone quite as well as they had hoped, but you still have a few games left. You also have your tournament time right around the corner, so you still have plenty of opportunities to redeem yourself.
Exactly. So for the Tritons, this is going to be all about getting momentum coming into that final stretch of the season. Basically, they just need to get a little bit of momentum coming in to tournament play. You know, once it's tournament time, everybody's 0-0.
Yep.
And they have all the opportunity in the world to win that tournament because they have played well against the top teams in their conference between Kirkwood and Nyack,
Iowa Lakes as well,
and Iowa Lakes.
Meanwhile, for the Warriors, they're sitting at 12-12. So, I mean, in a way, they kind of are still at 0-0, like you mentioned. But they're going to be without a few players tonight. Tyreek Rayleigh will not be playing tonight. Connor Hawk will not be playing. So that's a couple of their leading scorers. I think both of them are averaging right around 10 points a night. So we'll see if the Warriors, slightly shorthanded, are able to overcome that.
Yeah, I was looking during warm-ups. I was counting how many players were actually counting on the court. I'm like, the team's looking a little bit small today.
All right, so it's now time to introduce the starting lineups for tonight's game. First for Little Priest, number 3, Dante Innocent. Number 10, Tyrese Brown. Number 11, Reynold Laurent. Number 22, Earl Gresham. And number 34, DeQuante Fields. Warriors are coached by Michael Hadley. Now for the Tritons, all sophomores starting tonight. Number 10, Kane Kramer. Number 12, Royshawn Webb. Number 20, Dallas Bailey. Number 24, Cameron Jenkins. And number 30, Jaden Kephart. Tritons are coached by Dennis Pilcher.
Yeah, like I said in the women's game, it's always hard to pick who has to sit for that for the senior night or sophomore night.
Yeah, I know, but these 5 have started a lot of games this year for the Tritons, so just business as usual, really.
Mm-hmm.
So now is the just about ready to get this game underway. We got 2 orders of business. First, we got to honor our sophomores, and we have to introduce starting lineups. So we will turn it over to the PA announcer for pregame ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight before the starting lineups, we would like to honor our 7 sophomores as they play their last regular season game in Hodges Fieldhouse. Dallas Bailey. Faye Etheridge. Cameron Jenkins. Jaden Kephart. Kane Kramer. Aspen LaPointe. And Royshawn Webb. These gentlemen have been a positive representation and model citizens of both the Iowa Central men's basketball program and the college through their dedication, sportsmanship, and attitude. Along with being basketball players, Faye Etheridge, Jaden Kephart, Kane Kramer, Aspen LaPointe, Royshawn Webb were also named first team academic all-region. Miss Bailey was named to the second team academic all-region. The men's basketball coaching staff would like to give thanks for the time and effort these 7 young men have given during their time at Iowa Central. We wish all 7 the best of luck in their future endeavors. Men's basketball would also like to honor the following student athletes for being named second team academic all-region from the team. Ibrahima Diallo, Dylan Hay, Austin Jarvis, and Jesse Moss. Once again, let's give a round of applause to all of these great Triton sophomores. Now here are starting lineups for tonight's second game, the men's contest. First for the visiting Warriors from Little Priest Tribal College, number 3 is Dante Innocent. Number 10, Tyrese Brown. Number 11, Renaud Laurent. Number 22 is Earl Gresham. And number 34, DJ Fields. Michael Hadley is the head coach for the Warriors. And now here's the starting lineup for your Iowa Central Tritons. The 6th place sophomore from Cedar Rapids, number 10, Kane Kramer. The 6th place sophomore from Cedar Rapids, number 12, Roy Sean. 6'5" sophomore from Denver, Colorado, number 20 is Dallas Bailey. A 16 sophomore from Louisville, Kentucky, number 24, Cameron Davis. And a 16 sophomore from Princeton, number 30 is Jaden Cameron. Titans led by Dennis Pilcher, assisted by Chad Kelly and Ty Kramer. Tonight's game officials Kelly Burton, Will Dawson, and Grant Dietrich.
Just about ready to get this game underway. Sophomore night for the men's team. Sophomores King Kramer, Royshawn Webb, Bay Etheridge, Dallas Bailey, Aspen LaPointe, Cameron Jenkins, and Jaden Kephart looking to close out their regular season career here at Hodges Fieldhouse with a win over the Warriors from Little Priest Tribal College. Warriors win the tip and immediately get a lay-in.
Nothing you can do about that. You pretty much had a head of steam off that tip.
Yeah, that was Tyrese Brown. Gets the scoring going right away.
Looks like Little Priest is gonna go in the 3-2 zone.
Here's Kephart over to Bailey, 3-pointer, no good. Rebound by the Warriors. Laurent for 3, no good. Rebound by Bailey. Here's Kephart. Kramer, now Bailey. Bailey can have a kick ball on Tyrese Brown. Just underway here at Hodges Fieldhouse. Not even a minute in. Warriors have a 2-0 lead. Kramer wide open in the corner, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds, stays with the Tritons. Here's Jenkins for 3. No good. Rebound by the Warriors.
3 threes, 3 misses. That's been the trend so far for the game as Little Priest has forced them to take perimeter shots.
Brown inside to Gresham. Gresham looking over to Fields. Bucket is good for DeQuante Fields. Four to nothing here early on in the first half in favor of the Warriors. Here's Kramer. Webb fires for 3. In and out, no good. Make that 0 for 4 from three-point range.
The Tritons are going to need to look to somehow penetrate the zone here and expand on them.
Shot no good. But they're going to call Jenkins out of bounds. I think quite a few people supporting the Tritons thought there was going to be a foul call there after the contact between Jenkins and Gresham, but there was no whistle. So
yeah, I think they just wanted to leave that up to the players. Just go through it. Just play through it.
Have a foul call here.
We're
going to call that foul on Cameron Jenkins. That's his first. Here's Gresham. Finds Laurent. Now Fields. Deep three-pointer. In and out, no good for Dante Innocent. Here come the Tritons. Jenkins. Kephart. Kramer. Back to Jenkins. Deep three-pointer for Jenkins is good.
1 for 5. They finally get one to go.
And the Tritons, after, like you mentioned, 4 missed three-pointers, finally get one on the board. 4-3.
Yeah, and this is gonna be crucial for them if they can get the 3-ball going to get Lil Priest out of that zone.
But Fields comes right back with the answer. That's 4 points already for him.
And he's looking to take advantage of that height mismatch right now that they have in the game.
Nice job by Webb to get the offensive board. Kramer left alone. No good. Rebound by the Warriors. Here's Gresham.
They're
inside to Fields.
Looking to come back to him again.
And they're going to call him for a travel.
Yeah, that's the matchup they're looking to expose right now coming into this game.
Kramer. Webb pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound, eventually pulled down by Laurent.
That was good effort there from Roshan to try to go after his second chance board.
Pass inside to Fields. Layup is up and in for Fields. That's 6 points for him.
Good way to get that into the middle of the zone and try to kick it back out.
Jenkins fires for 3 again, no good.
It's been a slow start for the Tritons so far. They haven't been able to seem to get the lid off the rim. Unlike the women's game we saw earlier, it was a high scoring game to start.
Gresham aggressive inside, and they're going to get him for a travel. You could see that one coming.
Yeah, and he almost got away. He almost got away with an offensive foul there as he pushed off.
Here's Kramer to Jenkins.
Skip pass.
Bailey, no good. Rebound by Gresham. Here comes Gresham, full head of steam. Layup is up and in with 2 defenders draped all over him.
And Coach Puckter is definitely going to want a timeout after this.
Yeah, first 5 minutes have not gone well for the Tritons.
It just seems like it's been kind of stale these first couple minutes. So Coach Puckter is going to want to rejuvenate this team right now.
I know in a way, they're lucky to only be down by 7 because the Warriors have had a few really good looks that they probably should have made, and they probably should be up by double digits right now.
Yeah, it's been a slow start right now for the Tritons. I'm sure Coach Butcher is explaining that right now. They're gonna want to move the ball, not only move the ball, they're gonna need to get some cuts within that zone and be able to penetrate that zone so that they can get some better looks at the rim.
So we'll see what the Tritons do here. As we mentioned, slow start for them to see if they can get in a rhythm on the offensive end. Kephart over to Bailey. Back to Kephart, three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Kramer. Finds Webb. Webb attacks up and in for Royshawn Webb.
Good job there not settling for the three and going ahead, driving and challenging the defense there.
Here's Gresham, pull-up jumper, short. Rebound by Jenkins. Inside to Bailey. Webb, pull-up jumper, in and out, no good. Warriors up 5, just under 6 minutes into the game. Three-pointer no good there for Reynold Laurent.
Tough shot right there. He was almost able to get that one to go, though.
Here's Jenkins. No look pass over to Kramer, now Webb. Back to Kramer. Jenkins. Webb inside, going up against Fields, is blocked.
That one might have been forced right there. Had a couple defenders around him. Could have kicked that one out for a better shot.
Tyrese Brown comes right back after getting the block and buries the three-pointer. 13-5 in favor of the Warriors. Here's Webb inside. Layup, no good.
Webb is definitely getting plenty of work in there in the middle of the lane. Might want to look to switch that one out. Maybe put like Dallas Bailey in the middle of the lane right there.
Here's Fields. Shot no good. Pass ahead to Jenkins. Jenkins, no good.
That lid is still on from before that timeout. They haven't seemed to be able to get in any type of rhythm.
The Warriors just seem content to just take their sweet time. They know that their game plan they have is working right now. Innocent, no good. Here comes Jenkins.
Yeah, this game has definitely been a much slower pace than what we saw earlier in the women's game. Points of barrage, but as that three is hit right there by Kay Kramer, it's just been a little bit of a slow pace, a little bit slower tempo. We're not seeing any really fast breaks.
Now, every now and again, when you're sitting up here in the booth, you see a shot that as soon as he lets it go, you know it's going in. That was one of them.
That definitely was one of them. That's why I needed to pause to make sure to give him credit.
It looked true from the moment it left his hand. Here's Webb. Bailey. Inside, up and in. And I can hear Little Priest coach Michael Hadley screaming, "What are you doing? What are you doing?"
What are they doing?
Yeah, it was loud. Like his voice definitely carries as he calls timeout.
Maybe you should do the announcement from down there.
11:41 remaining here in the first half. Tritons now starting to get back into an offensive rhythm, 13-10.
Yeah, this game has been a little bit slower for them so far, for the Tritons and for Little Priest, but that's the way Little Priest wanted to play the game. As you can see, they're just walking the ball. They're walking the ball up the court, so they just want to keep it a low-scoring affair.
Yeah. Lance Denny has checked into the game for the first time for the Warriors. He's number 33. So now you have two guys out there for Little Priest who stand at 6'6". Between Denny and Fields.
And they're looking to try to get the size advantage here, trying to make advantage of these mismatches.
Laurent left alone, in and out, no good. Rebound by Kramer. Here comes Cameron Jenkins, over to Bailey. Now to Webb. Webb, up and in for Royshawn Webb. Back to 1-point game now. Innocent driving inside, gets the foul. Have to see who they called a foul on. There was 2 different Tritons down there guarding against him. They're going to call it on Jenkins. That's his second. Not even 10 minutes in. Looks like LaPointe is coming in to replace Jenkins. First free throw is good for Dante Innocent. LaPointe comes in. Jenkins will head to the bench with his 2 fouls.
Do you think Coach Pilcher there, he was making a point to get his sophomores in, or you think that was just a for?
Definitely more the fouls, because Jenkins, for the majority of this year, it's been the Jenkins and Bailey show when it comes to the offensive end. Like, those 2 have been consistently the best scorers night in, night out for the Tritons. You need those kinds of players in the game. You don't want them in foul trouble in the first half.
That is fair. You don't want to see your best main scorers in the foul trouble, because then you have to change your whole game plan.
Yeah. Nice little tip in there for Fields. That's 8 points for him.
Yeah, nobody boxed him out right there in the paint, so he was able to get an easy tip in.
Kramer left alone. No good. Here come the Warriors. Gresham. 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. Gresham going up against LaPointe. Double teamed. Kick out. Innocent looking over to Laurent. Laurent spin move, and the bank is open.
Seriously, somebody needs to tell me when the bank is open. I had deposits to make.
19-14. Kephart left alone. Buries a three-pointer. Tritons seem to have that offensive rhythm going now. They've got back into this game.
Yeah, they've been able to get some easy buckets, been able to move the ball around. And the game is starting to pick up a little bit more for them as they're getting into it.
Another bucket there for Fields. That's 10 points for him.
Ball almost stolen there on that pass.
In and out, no good for Bailey. Here come the Warriors. Laurent over to Gresham. Gresham, step back, buries it. That was some nice moves there from Gresham against LaPointe.
Yeah, that was good defense by LaPointe. There's nothing you can do about that. You had a hand in his face. He just made a tougher shot.
Good defense, better offense. Something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Bailey left alone. Three-pointer. No good.
It's been kind of cold from that spot right there from 3.
Yeah, usually that's his money shot. And it just hasn't been falling for him so far tonight.
I'm sure his shots will fall with time.
Here's Laurent. Spin move again. Gets the step back.
And 2 tough shots in a row. If you try, those are definitely tough shots to defend, and they've been defending pretty well. They've just been able to get. The Warriors have been getting to go.
Webb gets the bucket there. 25-19, 7.5 remaining here in the first half. Gresham, turnaround jumper. No good. Here comes Tritons as LaPointe gets fouled hard.
Yeah, Gresham's trying to make an effort to use his height and use his size to take advantage of the much smaller defenders.
Tritons down 6. 7 minutes remaining here in the first half. LaPointe over to Kramer. Inside to Webb. Back out to Kramer. Kephart, now Bailey. LaPointe looking. Over to Kephart. Three-pointer is good for Jaden Kephart. Really good ball movement on that possession.
Kephart's been able to find himself open multiple possessions now, being able to get himself open for three in each of the corners. Look for him to continue to do that throughout this game.
Three-pointer is good. That's Jaden Sheridan, who's just checked into the game for the Warriors.
I think he wanted a little bit of revenge after that last three.
Kramer left alone. Three-pointer is good. 3 possessions, 3 three-pointers.
And now this game's starting to heat up a little bit. Everybody's starting to get into a little bit, and here we go. Strap your bags.
Here's Laurent. Over to Sheridan, and he traveled.
Anthony Mitchell. Tyrese Brown for the Warriors.
Tyrese Brown has checked back into the game, and Leonte Mitchell has checked in for the first time. He's number 5 for the Warriors. Webb over to LaPointe. Now Bailey. Now Kephart. Kephart to LaPointe. Kramer. Webb. LaPointe fires for 3. No good. That was a really good defensive possession there for the Warriors. I mean, Tritons were whipping the ball all over the court, trying to find an open look, and they had nothing.
Yeah, and they've been able to move really efficiently in this zone, trying to cut off any baskets that they can get within the paint. Which that's what the Tritons are good at. They're able to drive and penetrate, and then able to dish out for open jump shots.
Pull-up jumper is good for Tyrese Brown. 7 points for him. Under 5 remaining here in the first half. Warriors lead 30-25 over the Tritons. LaPointe finds Bailey. Kephart, now Webb. Pull-up jumper for Royshawn Webb. No good. Rebound by the Warriors. Here's Laurent. Finds Mitchell. Brown looking. Nice move there. Wasn't able to convert. Passes tipped and stolen away by Sheridan.
Yeah, it was a bit of a lazy pass right there. He didn't think defense would come out to make any type of effort to go after it. It looks like they're going to call it offensive foul. This one's going to go the other way. Extension of that elbow right there. That was good defense there by Kramer.
Cameron Jenkins has checked back into the game. Bay Etheridge will check in for the Tritons. He's number 14. Under 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. Tritons still down by 5. Here's Webb. Over to LaPointe. Fires for 3. And it is good for Aspen LaPointe.
Air ball to straight down the middle of the net. Can't get much different from that.
Not much more satisfying of a feeling for a basketball player to bury a corner 3 like that.
That one's going to hit off Bailey last. That's going to end up staying here.
Yeah, it was kind of funny because you just see Mitchell. He's trying to figure out where he wants to go with the ball, and Bailey just swats it right out of his hand.
He said, "You're not allowed to just think on the court. You got to go."
Gresham, turnaround jumper, no good. Long pass ahead to Jenkins. Over to Bailey. Now Etheridge. Bailey, long three-pointer is good. Dallas Bailey for three. And the Tritons take the lead for the first time, 31-30.
Yeah, and I think that might be the one to get them going right there.
So we have a foul call. We're going to call that on Bay Etheridge. That's his first.
We would ask parents or escorts of our sophomore women's basketball players to make their way down to the southwest door. That's by the Triton bench.
Three-pointer, no good there for the Warriors. LaPointe looking. Over to Bailey. Now to Webb.
He was looking for that three right there.
Now he'll take the three. That one's no good. Rebound by LaPointe. Up and in. Nice job there for Aspen LaPointe. Doing the dirty work underneath, gets rewarded for it.
Yeah, he got himself in perfect position for that second chance effort.
Under 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Warriors were leading for pretty much the entire first half up until about a minute ago when the Tritons were able to take the lead.
Yeah, and the Tritons, they're just slowly, methodically getting their way back into this game. Not the most exciting way in basketball, but it is still a good way, an efficient way.
Fields has checked back into the game for the Warriors. And they go right to him. Just right away. Just inbound straight to DeQuante Fields. Let him go up and in.
Yeah, and he was left alone on an island there. Don't know what happened between screens, miscommunication, talking, or whatever it was. Just they left him wide open.
Jenkins, no good. Rebound by the Warriors. Here's Sheridan. Brown left alone. In and out, no good. Rebound by Gresham. Saved by Gresham. Over to Brown. Gets the foul. I don't know how Gresham was able to keep that ball in play, but he did, and it directly led to free throws here for Tyrese Brown.
Yeah, and a lot of times they're just going to call you out of bounds before you even get a chance to save that ball.
First free throw is good for Tyrese Brown. Under a minute left here in the first half. Game is tied at 33. 2 for 2 for Tyrese Brown, and the Warriors take the lead back. Here's Etheridge over to Bailey. LaPointe looking back to Bailey. Now Etheridge. Pass is stolen by Gresham.
No, that's not the one right there. Cross court in the middle of the zone. That's not the pass to make.
Deep three-pointer for Sheridan is short. Shot clock is turned off. Tritons can hold for the last shot if they choose. That's a costly turnover because traveled trying to set up for the three-pointer, which he made, but got called for the travel. That's not what you wanted. Now you give the Warriors a chance to take the momentum into the locker room. 10 seconds. Fields finds Gresham. Pull-up jumper is good. Time running out. Half-court heave for Jenkins is just short. And that's going to be the end of the first half here at Hodges Fieldhouse. Tritons go into the locker room down by 3, 36-33. I mean, there for a while it wasn't very pretty for the Tritons, but they were able to fight back, take the lead there for a little bit, and they go to the locker room down by 3. This game is far from over.
Yeah, especially thinking how slow they came out and started this game. I consider this a win for the first half. The fact that they were able to keep the game from getting out of hand. They made it a one-possession game, and so if they just come out strong the second half, they'll be in great shape to take the lead and take this game.
All right, so now it is time to honor the sophomores on the women's basketball team. Got a win tonight.
That's a great way to end out your regular season in Hodges Fieldhouse.
And they're technically. So we will now turn it over to the public address announcer for halftime ceremony.
And also, if you don't recognize them, it's just because they're not in their uniforms, guys.
165 assists, 164 steals, and 64 blocks. We're incredibly honored to share these accolades of our sophomores with you tonight. Tiara Atula. Tiara is a 5'10" forward from West Jordan, Utah. Tiara is the daughter of Leda Adefasi and Greg Adams. Tiara had surgery yesterday but was able to make it to the gym this evening. Her time as a sophomore with Triton Nation has been impactful. Atula joined the Tritons after spending one season at Colby Community College. Tiara was an immediate contributor for the Tritons offense, making 23 starts. She recorded 261 points while averaging 11.3 points a game and pulled in 156 rebounds while leading the team with that 7 rebounds per game average before suffering a season-ending injury. Tiara is a criminal justice major and will complete her associate's degree in May, and she plans to continue playing at the next level. Tiara Atula. Our next sophomore is a 5'6" guard from Shenandoah, Iowa, Jasenia Mosley. Jasenia is the daughter of Ted Mosley and Mamie Coleman, and is being escorted by her mother. The biology science major has been a great teammate during these past 2 years. Jasenia has battled through several knee issues, but has remained positive and has been a hard worker. Jasenia will complete her associate's degree in May. Jasenia Mosley. Next is Shariah Smith. Shariah is a 5'1" guard from Fort Dodge. She is the daughter of Sherrod Smith and LaDanya Cheney, who are with her here tonight. Smith joined the Tritons after spending one season at Neosho Community College in Kansas. Shariah has made 22 appearances in the 2018-19 season, starting 20 contests. Smith has scored 166 points, which averages out to 7.5 points per game, and has collected 98 rebounds. That's almost 5 boards a game. Shariah is second on the team in assists with 3.9 per game with 69 assists this season, and she's recorded 7 impressive blocks on the year as a member of Triton Nation. The ICCAC First Team All-Region Academic Business major will receive her associate's degree in May. Shariah plans to continue her education after her time at Iowa Central. Shariah Smith. Our next student athlete has balanced playing volleyball and basketball for the past 2 seasons. Chrissy Okinaka. Chrissy is a 5'4" guard from Hilo, Hawaii. She's the daughter of Darwin and Cheryl Okinaka, and she's being accompanied by her sister, Darlene, tonight. As a member of the women's basketball program these past 2 years, Chrissy has always displayed a positive attitude, good work habits, and an excellent basketball IQ. When Chrissy is on the floor, she always brings energy and a competitive nature. She will receive her AA in elementary education in May. After completing her degree at Iowa Central, Chrissy will attend the University of Hawaii at Hilo to continue her education and volleyball playing career. Chrissy Okinaka. Avery Torliger. Avery is a 5'10" guard from Humboldt. She is the daughter of Doug and Rhonda Van Pelt and Andy Torliger. Avery has been the season-leading scorer with 11.4 points per game, which is 372 points over her career as a Triton. She averaged 4.9 rebounds per game to bring her career total to 179 boards. She also has recorded 179 assists, 27 steals, and 4 blocks for Triton Nation. Terwilliger is a 3-time ICCAC first-team academic all-region selection, and she received academic all-American status last season. The business major made 39 starts over the past 2 seasons, shooting over 33% from beyond the arc and 83% from the free throw line. Avery will receive her AA in business this spring and plans to continue at the next level. Avery Terwilliger. Next up is Kira Ward. Kira is a 5'9" forward from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. She's accompanied by her mother, Carla Cal. Kira has tallied 54 appearances with 37 starts while being a part of Triton Nation. She has scored 251 points, which averages out to 5.8 points a game, and 4.8 rebounds per game. Kira has tallied 215 rebounds for Iowa Central over the past 2 seasons. Ward is a 2-time ICCAC second-team academic all-region selection. The pre-med major will receive an associate's degree in science and associate's degree in art in May, and plans to continue to play at the next level. Kira Ward. Our final sophomore is a 5'9" forward from Shakopee, Minnesota, Brittany West. Brittany is the daughter of Don and Jess West, who are with her today. West has made 55 appearances in 2 seasons, starting 54 games. Her Iowa Central career has included 712 points, 245 rebounds, 102 assists, 52 steals, and 30 blocks as to date. This season, West led the Tritons in scoring with 12.8 points per contest. She shot over 37% from downtown. Brittany also shot a blistering 84% from the charity stripe. She is also averaging 5 rebounds and 2.4 assists per game. Her collective efforts have earned her the following rewards: ICCAC Second Team All-Region, 2 times ICCAC First Team Academic All-Region, and ICCAC Second Team Academic All-Region. The sports management major will receive her associate's degree in business in May. Brittany West. Once again, we want to thank these fine young ladies for all their hard work and dedication to Iowa Central. Let's give them one more round of applause to show our appreciation. And the fun isn't over yet. Get out those Split the Pot raffle tickets. The winner tonight is going to take home $61. And here's the winning number.
0195271. 5271.
So a lot of accolades, awards for all of the sophomores here for the women's basketball team. And it's been a pleasure to be able to cover them this season for players like West and Terwilliger last season as well. And we wish all of them the best of luck after their time here at Iowa Central. And again, it was a pleasure to get to watch them play this year.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see what they do with each and every one of them in their future endeavors. Whether they go on to play basketball somewhere else, or they'll just go out in life and just end up they'll do whatever they please.
And it's also great to see a lot of these girls being honored for their stuff off the court as well. You know, academic stuff. Volunteering for things off the court. It's great to see.
Yeah, because in the end, we're student first, athlete second.
Yeah.
And sometimes people forget that when you see, oh, they're millionaires, or yeah, they're NBA superstars, or they're college superstars. No, we're all students here in the end.
Yeah, you would know, since you're on the cross country team, you have to balance that student life and then practices, games, workouts, all that.
Yeah, and between practices, games, your classes, just making sure you have your everything organized and in check. It's tough work being a student athlete, but you also gotta find time to have fun and be able to do stuff like this, be able to cover the games like this. And just being recognized for that first team all academic, second team all academic is always something nice for them.
All right, so now we have all the ceremonies done, all that, but we still have one more half of basketball to play.
Oh, we did? I totally forgot.
Okay, so 36-33. Tritons got off to a very slow start, but they were able to recover, get back into the game. They took the lead for a little bit before the Warriors ended the half on a good run.
And for the Tritons right now, like you said, they seemed to be on a slow start, but they did pick it up towards the end of that first half. If they keep that momentum from that first half, and when they took the lead, they'll be in good order for the second half. For them, it's just going to come down to can they hit enough shots against this zone, because it doesn't look like Little Priest is going to move out of that 2-3 zone.
And they would have absolutely no reason to either.
Absolutely none, because Dallas Bailey hasn't been able to hit shots like he's usually able to this game, as well as Cameron Jenkins. Cameron Jenkins is actually coming into this half with a high of 0 points.
Yeah. I mean, usually for this team, so you watch them, it's Jenkins and Bailey. The two of them, they both average 18, 19 points a night. So for them to, for Bailey to have 5, Jenkins have about the same, that's a very low scoring half for the two of them. And the Warriors have done a great job on the defensive end slowing the Tritons down.
Yeah, and the biggest thing for the Tritons is they're able to drive and penetrate and then able to kick out for better shots, better looks. Wow, most of the shots they've been taking in the zone have been just rush threes, which it's kept them in the game so far, but it won't last. So key for them is just basically being able to get into the paint, break up the zone a little bit, get into the middle, and then penetrate and kick from there.
All right, so we'll see what Tritons are able to do here in the second half. This game is far from over, and if the first game was any indication, we might be in for some craziness here in the second half.
Yeah, it definitely has been a low-scoring affair, lower scoring than the women's game we saw in the first one. Women's were on a roll. So let's hope the men can do exactly the same.
Just under 2 minutes before we get the second half underway, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be back for the second half here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Hodges Fieldhouse. Just about ready to get the second half of play underway. Again, 36-33. Warriors with a 3-point lead heading into the second half. See how the Tritons respond. That was a nice move there from Dante Innocent, just wasn't able to get the bucket to fall. Nice pass inside to Jenkins. Jenkins looking for somewhere to go. Goes inside to Webb. Webb, pull-up jumper, in and out, no good. Rebound by Jenkins, and he gets the bucket.
That was a great way to crash the glass right there. Find a way to get that one a start.
Here's Kramer. Over to Jenkins. Kramer once again. Now Kephart. Webb. Inside to Bailey. That goes off Bailey's hands and out of bounds.
Yeah, it just seemed to slip right out of his hands, and nothing you can do about that.
Just underway here in the second half. 36-35, a 1-point lead for the Warriors. Gresham over to Fields. Fields, no good. That's going to go out of bounds, Triton ball. That's like the first time, really, that I've noticed that DeQuante Fields has attempted a shot in the paint and he's missed.
Yeah, that was the first time for me as well. He's been able to pretty much use his size to a great advantage so far this game. As that three right there from Cameron Jenkins is off. That's been the key so far. They've been trying to isolate defenders like Kane Kramer and Cameron Jenkins, try to take advantage of that size mismatch.
Here's Laurent looking. Layup no good. Tip no good. Rebound by Kephart. Over to Webb. Now here come the Tritons. Webb goes right by everybody, puts it up and in, right over the outstretched arms of Gresham.
Yeah, Gresham met him right at the rim, but rush on Webb. Great job to angle himself to get a good basket.
Three-pointer short for Gresham, gets his own rebound over to Fields, and that is blocked. I believe that's going to be Jenkins who's going to get credit for that. Here comes Webb on the other end. Up and in. Really good sequence there for the Tritons.
And I think that might be a momentum shifter right here. As you can see, the crowd got into a little bit more. Let's look for the Tritons to get another stop here on defense.
Three minutes into the second half, the Warriors still have not made a shot.
Now they're ice cold from the rim. I think it's just that side. I think it's just that side of the court.
We're gonna have a foul call here. I believe it's gonna be on Tyrese Brown. It is, and that's his first. Inbound to Webb. Bank was not open there for Royshawn, unfortunately.
So the bank isn't open today.
Gresham's going to get called for a travel, and he's looking around with a look on his face like, what did I do?
No, I guess the ref said you traveled, so. Turnover, going to the Tritons' way.
Here's Bailey over to Kephart. Now Kramer. Back to Bailey. Now Kephart. Inside to Webb. Webb, pull-up jumper is good.
Rashawn Webb is having himself Good game right now. He's up to 14 points. Starting off the second half really high. He was kind of having a slow start as he was getting a lot of opportunities within the paint right there in the first half.
Gresham for 3, no good. Warriors are able to get the offensive rebound. Nice spin move there. Dante Innocent gets the bucket.
And one thing we haven't seen from the Tritons so far in this game is a lot of subs.
Yeah, it's just been the 7-man rotation so far in this game.
Yeah, that along with little Priest, they haven't really made much substitutions. I mean,
well, Little Priest only brought 9 players with them tonight. They have 12 players on their team, but 3 of them did not make the trip, are not here tonight. So they only dressed 9 players, so that they don't have a very deep bench for them tonight.
That is very true.
Fields makes the 3-pointer. That's DeQuante Fields. I think he just said, hey, I can shoot threes too.
Yeah, and definitely in the age we're in right now, the stretch 4 is becoming a lot more important than it ever was before.
Good job by Webb there to get the ball out of the tight spot on defense. Bailey for 3, no good. Rebound by the Warriors. That ball is recovered by Bailey, pass ahead to Jenkins. And they'll reset. Three-pointer is no good for Kephart.
And now we seem like we kind of stalled a little bit into the second half. Neither team seems to be able to get a lid off the baskets. Both of them have been attempting a lot of threes.
A little bit of a wild shot there is going to go out of bounds. Lance Denny has checked back into the game for the Warriors. We have a timeout called by Pilcher.
I think Coach Pilcher is going to just want to talk about getting some rhythm back into this offense, getting back into some type of flow because the game has stalled out for them a little bit.
Yeah. 14-10 remaining here in the second half. Game is tied at 41. Been back and forth, been very competitive so far, which, I mean, if you're coming here and you want to watch good basketball, this is exactly what you want.
Yeah, there's nothing more you can ask for in a game like this. Sometimes we come in here and some teams expect a blowout, but we can come in here and watch some really competitive basketball.
I mean, you know that some people watched Duke and North Carolina last night hoping to see a really good basketball game, and that ended up being a blowout. It just happens sometimes.
Yeah, it does happen sometimes. I think that game specifically might have been a little bit more due to injury,
maybe,
or lack of shoe material.
Cross-court pass to Kramer, wide open 3 is good for Caden Kramer. That was a nice find there by Dallas Bailey.
That corner 3 has been big for them this game. That's where they've been getting their bread from.
Three-point lead now for the Tritons, 44-41. Innocent going to work. Now Denny back to Innocent. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Webb. Here comes Royshawn. Goes right by everybody. Layup is no good. But they're going to call a charge. And I tell you, the bench did not like that call at all.
Yeah, it did seem to be kind of a late call. I thought they weren't going to call anything right there.
Yeah, I agree with you. That call was awfully late. DeQuante Fields and Jaden Sheridan check back in for the Warriors. Looks like the officials are going to call a timeout, discuss something. While that's going on, Jesse Moss is going to check into the game for the Tritons. First freshman to step on the floor tonight.
Never thought it would happen.
As you have 12:50 remaining here in the second half. Sheridan just attacks the rim, gets the layup. Now Jesse Moss. Cross court to Jenkins. Now Bailey.
Good.
Nice pass inside to Moss. Wow, what a pass.
Yeah, great find right there to find Moss right underneath the basket. Good cut by Moss to get himself open into space. Some people forget to do that off the ball movement as well as on ball movement.
I can tell you like that one because you reacted to that pass like you were watching an NBA game on TV, like a good quality fan.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, and you just gotta recognize when those great plays are made.
Moss for three, buries it, and Jesse Moss just comes in this game immediately making an impact.
Ain't been able to do that all year, be a spark plug for them coming into the game.
Little Priest calls a timeout, 49-43 with 11:54 remaining here in the second half.
And it looks like the Tritons are going to try to start pulling away with this run. 6-point game with it is right now, but let's hope, like it was in the women's game, they can pull away and maintain this lead.
Yeah, I know like you said in the women's game, it was competitive there for a while, very close, but Tritons were able to pull away the latter stages. Kind of similar to this game where, the Tritons, they started off really cold. Like, they couldn't make a shot in the first 5 minutes to save their lives.
That's an understatement to say.
But since then, played really well, both ends of the floor. At one point, it was 10-3 or 12-3. And since then, they've outscored. It's been a long, good run for the last about 20 minutes of game time.
Yeah, it's definitely the slowest run I've seen in a while.
Gonna have a traveling call here on the Warriors. Those turnovers are starting to pile up as well.
It is for them, and they're not forced turnovers. These are all unforced turnovers for them, so that's killing them right now.
Nice job by Kramer recovering that one.
That was almost a fourth turnover right there.
Moss left alone, three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Bailey. Back to Moss. Moss attacks, up and in, Jesse Moss.
The spark plug himself right there, coming back with another bucket. And just like it, literally in just 30 seconds of action, he's already up to 7 points for the game.
Fields' pull-up jumper is good.
They finally find a way. They finally find some type of answer back.
Moss had that one go off the side of his foot. That's going to be a turnover. Here comes Laurent.
Questionable. I'm questioning if they should have called a travel right there.
Yeah. Instead, the Warriors are going to reset. Good job by Kramer. Just get a hand up.
Yeah, he was able to get a hand up, tip that pass away. That would have been easy layup if otherwise.
Leonte Mitchell and Earl Gresham check back in for the Warriors. Got turnover stolen by Aspen LaPointe, who's just checked back in for the Tritons. Here's Jenkins. Pass inside to Kephart. Now to Webb. Back to Jenkins. Fires for three. No good. Fields, guarded by Bailey. Over to Mitchell in the corner, fires for three, and that is good.
Gotta have a quick closeout on that three-pointer right there. You gave him too much time to set and give him a nice easy look for that corner three.
Under 10 minutes remaining here in the second half. 3-point lead, now a 5-point lead for the Tritons as Aspen LaPointe gets the bucket and the foul. Going to call the foul on Leonte Mitchell. That's his second. Free throw is good for Aspen LaPointe. Austin Jarvis checks into the game for the Tritons. He's number 34. Dallas Bailey will head to the bench.
Another freshman checked into the game.
Yep.
I think this might be a record.
Sheridan, deep three-pointer, not even close. Rebound by Webb. Here comes Webb, right down the lane, up and in.
And just attacked the basket so well right there on that break. Nobody wanted to challenge him on that bucket.
Innocent is fouled.
And it looks like he's struggling to get back up.
Yeah, he went down pretty hard. Hopefully he's okay. They're going to call a foul on Aspen LaPointe. That's going to be his first. Innocent is back up and not putting any weight at all on that right ankle.
Looks like he might have twisted it on his way down.
And
Full timeout.
And then Little Priest calls a full timeout. Innocence being looked at by the training staff. See, now this is big because, they only have 9 players. So you lose one to an ankle injury, and that looks, in that scenario, he's not putting any weight on it at all.
It looks like he might not be checking back into the game. So
at least for a while.
Now you just made a short rotation just that much shorter.
Yeah.
And I was just listening to this debate on TV, and they were talking about should college players get paid because of situations like this, where if they get injured, do they have a backup option?
And that's been a question that has been going back and forth for years now. But that debate definitely got heated up after Zion Williamson got hurt in the Duke North Carolina game last night.
Yeah, especially with somebody being as high profile as he is. If he was making money in college, he probably could be making millions of dollars already. Between endorsements and whatever they make off of ticket sales, especially I was talking about it earlier on the air today. There was tickets being sold for over $3,000 for that game last night.
Yeah, the only other event really where you're going to be paying $3,000 for tickets is Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and that's crazy.
That just lets you know how talented these players are in college, and we don't like seeing them in any type of pain or anything like that.
So Earl Gretschem will head to the line to shoot the free throws for Dante Innocent. First free throw is good. Reynold Laurent will check in to replace Innocent. 2 for 2 there for Earl Gretschem. Makes it a 6-point game. So we see Innocence being helped off the floor right now. Webb looking, drives inside. Up and in for Royshawn Webb. 18 points now for Webb.
He is having himself a game right now, being the light in what seems has been a very pedestrian game so far for the Tritons scoring-wise.
off the side of the backboard there for Laurent.
I don't think that's what he was intending on when he was shooting that.
Jenkins has that one stripped away. Here comes the Warriors. Laurent, deep three-pointer. My goodness, what a shot there from Reynold Laurent.
Yeah, he took that in complete confidence that he was going to hit it, so nothing you can do about that.
LaPointe. Now Jarvis inside has it stolen away by Laurent.
And a couple of turnovers in a row for the Tritons here. Almost a great save right there from Austin Jarvis.
Yeah, there was few groans there on that call. I don't think a lot of people, supporting the team in gray really agreed with that.
I think I can agree with that.
So the Warriors with a second opportunity here. Spin move there for Gresham. In and out, no good. Rebound by Royshawn Webb. Webb. It's going to get fouled. They're going to call a foul there on Jaden Sheridan. That's going to be his first. Here's Kephart. That one was deflected out of bounds, going to stay on this end. 7:32 remaining, 5-point lead for the Tritons, 58-53. Here's LaPointe, inside to Webb, back to LaPointe, now Bailey. Bailey fires for three. That's way off the mark. That's going to be a turnover. Here's Laurent, deep three-pointer. That one's off the mark.
And it looks like Little Priest has been selling for a couple threes these last couple possessions, trying to cut into this lead, make it a one-possession game.
LaPointe, nice move there, unable to get the shot to fall.
And the Tritons offense has stalled out here in these last couple possessions. They haven't really been able to get a good shot at the rim.
Inside to Brown. Stolen away by Bailey. Good defense there from Dallas Bailey, using those long arms.
Yeah, he was, and it's looking like they're going to call a timeout here, Coach.
Full timeout.
Coach Felter's going to want to talk.
Well, Jenkins was actually the one who called the timeout, but still same idea. Got to formulate a strategy for the last 6:24 of this game. I mean, there for a while, the Tritons, they had control of this game. And here in the last few minutes, really since Innocent got hurt, the Warriors have turned the tide.
Which, that is interesting to see, as Innocent was giving them a lot of offense right there. Not necessarily scoring, but facilitating. So, seeing them still be able to facilitate at a high level is interesting to see. I'm sure Coach Pelter right now is drawing up a play to get the offense back in rhythm for this next possession and hopefully for the rest of this game.
I mean, the thing that seems to have been working the best on the offensive end has just give the ball to Royshawn Webb in the paint area and let him go to work. That's been the best strategy.
Yeah, and he's been able to make the most of his opportunities so far. 18 points to his ledgers, and look for him to continue to give the ball to him in the middle like that.
Here's Webb. Now Jenkins. Bailey inside to Kephart. LaPointe.
5 seconds left in the shot clock.
Jenkins underneath. Shot no good. They're going to blow that one dead, a shot clock violation. Yeah, both teams right now just seem to have stalled on offense. It's been a couple of minutes since we had a basket on either side.
And it just, that's kind of just a testament to what this game has been like so far. Low scoring, defensive battle, and while defense does win championships, it's not the most exciting basketball. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I could go out there and play for you guys, I would score many more baskets.
I know. It's like, I kind of feel your opinion on that because I can't stand to watch Virginia because I could probably count on one hand the amount of times I've watched them play and they scored over 60 points. As Royshawn Webb buries the three-pointer, now he's starting to heat up from outside as well as inside.
Yeah, he's been having himself a game so far. Just especially on the fast break, he's been able to get himself penetrate, get easy layups.
Going to have a charge there on Earl Gresham.
Earl Gresham is his second, 14th foul and a half.
8-point lead right now for the Tritons. Just over 5 minutes remaining.
The Tritons look to be in control of this game right now. If they can keep up this momentum like they have right now, as you can see that bucket by Cameron Jenkins is able to fall. They should be well solid as they're within 5 minutes of this game.
Gonna try and hold on for a big win here against Little Priest on sophomore night, excuse me, as Reynold Laurent gets the bucket. Back to an 8-point lead. Gonna have a foul call. I believe they're gonna get Sheridan. That's gonna be the second on Sheridan. That's the 5th team foul. Tritons only have 2 fouls in this entire half. There's more than 5 minutes left to play.
Yeah, they've been playing a really efficient game so far. Both halves. As you can see, as you can tell, only 2 fouls in the first half, and they only had 3 fouls in the first half as well. So
yeah,
they've just been playing a really efficient game. Nobody's getting into foul trouble.
Bailey attacks and gets that bucket to fall.
And that's what the Tritons were missing in that first half. They weren't able to attack the basket. They weren't able to get anything in the hole.
Pass is stolen by Aspen LaPointe. Now here come the Tritons. Back to Bailey. Nice pass to Webb. Up and in for Royshawn Webb. That's 23 for him.
And they're looking to take over now and take full control of this lead as we're jumping out to a big lead.
Yep, 4:02 remaining. The Tritons now have a 67-55 lead over the Warriors. We'll be back for the finish here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Hodges Fieldhouse. 4 minutes remaining. 12-point lead now for the Tritons. as they've put on a little bit of a run here in the last couple minutes, get their lead up to double digits. Fields is going to be fouled.
Looks like they're going to call that one on Dallas Bailey. That's going to be his second. Team's third.
Yep, like you mentioned earlier, no foul trouble at all. I mean, only 3 fouls here in the second half. Only had a handful of fouls in the first half. Don't have anybody with more than 2 fouls. So you played a good, clean game. Two for 2 there for DeQuante Fields. Now Zyrick Knight has checked into the game for the first time. He's number 4 for the Warriors. Bailey over to Webb. Webb attacks again and is going to be fouled by Fields. I stand corrected. They're going to call that foul on Zyrick Knight. That's his first. First free throw is no good there for Royshawn Webb. Second one is good for Royshawn Webb. That's 24 points for him. 11-point lead with 3:30 remaining. Here's Knight. Nice pass over to Brown. Layup up and in.
Yeah, he didn't even need to take a dribble right there. He's able to get the layups to fall. And it looks like they're going to come with a full man press.
Borrowing a strategy from the women's team a little bit in the game earlier tonight.
A little bit.
Kephart trying to keep the ball. Gonna have a foul call. We'll see who it's called for the foul here. They're gonna call a foul on Jaden Kephart. That's his first. Bay Etheridge has checked into the game for the Tritons. He's number 14.
I think they wanted to get another ball handler in the game right there. Just as they know, the pressure is going to start coming quicker and quicker.
Under 3 minutes remaining. 68 to 59.
And if you know that pressure's coming, that's just a good sign for the Tritons because you know that you got them on the edge.
Pass stolen by Webb. Throws it down.
And Royshawn is having some game to remember.
26 points for Royshawn Webb. 3-pointer for the Warriors, no good. Rebound by Knight. Laurent looking, spin move. No good. Gets his own board, loses it, stolen by LaPointe. Just over 2 minutes remaining, an 11-point lead for the Tritons. Jenkins left alone. 3-pointer is good.
And now the crowd is getting into it. You can feel it.
Oh, there was a huge reaction on that dunk from Webb. He threw that one down.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was expecting that one there.
Full timeout, Little Creek Tribal College.
Warriors call a full timeout. 1:57 remaining, 73 to 59.
Yeah, and they are still reeling from that dunk in those couple of possessions ago. Just multiple, and just a little thing we haven't really been, little thing nobody's noticed yet. Aston LaPointe's been having a really good game defensively.
I mean, some of those things don't show up on the stat sheet. Like, you know, those effort plays. You know, diving in for jump balls. Those don't show up on the stat sheet, but the coach remembers those.
And we'll give you your credits due up here.
Yeah. But like we mentioned, Royshawn Webb, so everyone wants to have a really good game on sophomore night / senior night, whichever ends up being. But everyone wants to have that good game, your last home game, potentially. And Webb is having that.
He is definitely
26.
It's definitely a game for him to remember. Got that game pretty much. I would consider it a game-stealing dunk. Would you consider it a game-stealing dunk?
Not quite yet, but it was very emphatic. He made a statement on that dunk.
Now, as long as they can just not pull a March Madness on,
Yeah.
they'll be in good shape.
Yeah, they've got themselves in a really good situation to walk out of here with a win on sophomore night. Gresham looking, trying to go up against LaPointe, gets the bucket and the foul.
And if you can hear the coach, he's saying, "Get up, get up." The press is coming.
Yep. And Gresham, right there with that bucket's like, okay, I know you guys think you've got this game won, but you're not finished yet. And as you said, here comes the press. And that was well done there by the Warriors. They forced a 5 seconds.
And if you're the Tritons right there, you just want to throw that one deep rather than getting the 5 seconds. You're giving them the ball on that.
Lawrence going to be fouled here. I can hear Coach Pilcher calling for a travel.
Fair. That's a fair judgment from Coach Pilcher.
Yeah.
I think we have the better angle right here.
Here's Fields. Pull up over Bailey's going to get the foul.
Yeah, and I think we went straight from no fouls to many.
Yeah, because now all of a sudden it's like 3 really quick fouls here against the Tritons. This time, DeQuante Fields will head to the line. And this is what the Warriors want to be doing. They want to be making these free throws, be scoring points while the clock is stopped, as the first one is good.
Yeah, they trimmed this down to a 10-point game. If you're the Warriors, you're in prime position to pull something out of a trick hat.
Yeah, 21 points now for Fields. Full court press still coming here from the Warriors. They get into the front court. 1.5 minutes remaining.
And now they can relax and milk some clock.
Etheridge fires for 3. No good. And I can tell the coaching staff's not particularly pleased with that choice of shot there for Etheridge.
Yeah, I don't think that was the shot to go with, especially with the time as is.
Spin move leads to the bucket there for Fields. Iowa Central calls a full timeout. 1:09 remaining. It's a 73-66. There for a little bit, we were thinking, okay, because it was a 14-point lead. We're thinking, okay, this is looking good, and they have cut that in half.
Yeah, that's why you can never call a game too early.
I mean, I think it was last week, or it was either last week or the week before, but Duke was playing Louisville, and they were down by 26 at one point, and they came back and won. So there's no such thing as too big of a lead.
Never, especially in college basketball.
No.
Maybe in the pros, maybe in high school basketball.
Yeah, well, you never know.
But in college basketball, never too big of a lead.
But we love the unpredictability because, I mean, you think, okay, you know what's going to happen, and then you have a plot twist, like you're watching your favorite drama show on Netflix, and
it makes it exhilarating. It makes it very exciting to watch.
Inbound it to Jenkins. Jenkins hasn't been fouled yet, now has been fouled. Going to call that foul on Tyrese Brown. That's his second. And Jenkins will head to the line. 1-1. First free throw is good.
Clutch free throw right there from Jenkins. Right.
That rattled around the rim a little bit. Had me nervous.
Yeah, you couldn't quite call the bucket yet.
2 clutch free throws for Cameron Jenkins. Gives him 12 points. 75-66, 1 minute remaining. Fields Over to Gresham. Fires for three. No good. Rebound.
They're gonna say that one went off with Jenkins last. I saw it hit his knee second. It hit his knee twice.
Yeah, it was a scramble for that ball. Gresham going to work. Shot no good. Rebound by Dallas Bailey. Get it over to Kephart. And they're going to foul Kephart. I think they're going to get Gresham here. That's Gresham's third foul. Kephart will head to the line. 40.8 seconds remaining, 75-66. First free throw is good for Kephart.
Right down Broadway right there.
Second free throw is no good. 10-point game, less than 40 seconds remaining. Fields goes to work against Bailey. Shot up and in for DeQuante Fields. Now 30 seconds remaining. Bailey, trapped in the corner, finds Kephart. Over to Jenkins. Pass ahead to Kramer. Layup up and in.
And I think that one's gonna see. I think that's the one that's gonna ice the game right there.
Yep. 20 seconds left. Three-pointer. Off the mark. Rebound by Kramer. I got a little bit dicey there for a minute. The Warriors were all calling for a travel, and Kramer's just trying to throw this guy off of him. It was a little dicey down there for a quick second.
Well, we only got 10 seconds left. Let's hope nothing else major happens.
Yeah. Kramer will head to the line. 10-point lead, 10.9 seconds remaining. First free throw is good for Kane Kramer. And that'll pretty much put this game on ice.
I think I said that one earlier.
Yeah, you did. But it wouldn't have. But they still had. They had the ball. They had 15 extra seconds. So.
Yeah, it wasn't official yet. It wasn't officially official. Now it's officially official.
Less than 10 seconds left. Gresham over to Laurent. Fires for three. No good. Rebound by LaPointe, and that's going to do it. Tritons get a hard-earned win, just like the women's team did. 2 hard-earned wins for the Tritons tonight as they sweep the Warriors in tonight's doubleheader.
Yeah, and the score doesn't necessarily explain how tough this game was for them.
No, it does not.
Now
80-68.
Yeah, they were definitely able to come in here. They had a plan. They started off really slow in that first half, but they were able to get it going and then end up coming out here with a good win. Rashawn Webb had himself a great game tonight.
Got 26 points for Webb, finishing off with a big dunk, which, he's going to be feeling pretty good about that tomorrow.
Yeah, he's going to be telling that to his folks back home.
Well, they were watching, so hopefully they were watching on our live stream here tonight. Now for the Tritons, they got games this weekend. They go to Ellsworth on Saturday. The women's team will be back here on Wednesday. They're going to play Southeastern. We'll have that for you on the Triton Nation Network. But unless we're hosting a postseason game, that's going to be our last broadcast of the year.
I think we're going to host a postseason
game.
Yeah,
I'm thinking if the women win their remaining games, they have a good chance at it.
Especially since they won this game tonight. This game tonight was important in terms of seeding. So if they can get in that top half of the seeding, they'll be perfectly set.
All right, that's going to do it for us here tonight. Until next Wednesday night for the game against Southeastern, I'm Randy Nielsen.
And I'm Rico Holland.
Thank you for tuning in to the Triton Nation Network.